Yo, what's poppin'? My name is Dickwad, and I'm here to give you my hopes and predictions for Smash Ultimate. Yeehaw, let's get us started. Okay. Smash Ultimate. Okay, this is gonna be more for... So I'm doing this right before the Direct. That's not even Smash related, and... I'll go into that in a bit, but just to begin with my ultimate hope, just getting that out of the way because it has nothing to do with the prediction, which is Alphino and Alisei, or just Alfie, or just Alisei. Ideally, I mean, I prefer Alfie of the two, because I've seen more of Alfie where I'm up to in 14, but either way, those two, I think, would be cool characters. I like them in 14, and I have no good reason for wanting them in Smash, outside of I just like them. They are prominent story characters in Final Fantasy XIV. They have no relevance outside of that. So, unless they for some reason wanted to rep Final Fantasy XIV, like they were porting 14 to the Switch, because it can run on a PS3, it can run on a Switch, which I think would be a good idea, porting 14 to the Switch. And they really wanted to promote saying, hey guys, check out this new MMO that's not actually new, but it looks newer than every other MMO that people are doing, because it's Final Fantasy. They make games that look good. Here you go, and here's a character in Smash that no one fucking knows or cares about, except for people who already play 14, so hopefully you'll like them and cling on to them without actually playing the games like you did Shulk. I think that's the only reason I could ever get in, and even then there are other choices. Like, if they're just going to promote A Realm Reborn, I'd probably put Minfilia in. I'd fucking hate that. I fucking hate Minfilia. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I hope, not gonna happen, but what I think's actually gonna happen this Direct, and then I'll go into for the rest of Smash, because I made one right before Smash was even announced, and I wasn't the most far off you could be. I kind of had a bit of an idea. It wasn't, it was like, fine. Wasn't right, but, oh well, a little bit right. Anyway, I think that they are probably going to do Rex and Pyra or something like that from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I haven't played that game, so I don't really know what would be a better thing. But like, you can hear me typing because I'm getting stuff up. Just a Xenoblade Chronicles 2 rep, because I think it would be kind of wacky if they didn't. Because of how like prominent Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is. And they keep pushing a bunch of stuff for it on their Twitter, like they're like, oh fuck, it's Shulk in it. Shulk's in it now or something. I don't fucking know. Oh, Shulk is actually in it. I was kind of joking. They're pushing it. They like the game. They're like, yeah, it's a good thing, and I think that's fine because a lot of people like it, and I should get around to playing it one day. But I think that's what they're gonna do today because they're pushing it a lot recently. So I think that's today's Direct. Push Rex and Pyre as a side thing. I think also I'm gonna actually get into why I think there's gonna be Smash at this Direct, which is because people will be disappointed if they don't. I think Nintendo's wise enough to realize that people are fucking insane about Smash, and they'll get pissy if there's no Smash. Well, at least a decent chunk of people. So I think that's a fair enough assumption to be like, oh, put something Smash in there to make people shut the fuck up. Also in this Direct, I feel like it would be a decent idea for them to probably do something like a Smash test fire, or like demo online thing where it's like the Mario Tennis test thing, where it was like you can only play during this certain period of time. As a way to test the servers. The only reason I can see them not doing that is fear of it getting data mined. I don't fucking know. Fear of it getting data mined, which I think they could avoid if they were really tricky with their code, and avoiding referencing like any other characters. If they did, I think they would have, again, a limited selection of characters and not the same ones they had in the other demo. I think they'd mix it up a bit. Like, they'd replace a few, like, they'd probably take out, like, Pit and put in, like, Falcon or something like that. Just a switch like that, and, like, a few of them, like 8 switches of characters. So it's something a bit new, but it's still the same. I'd really hope if they do that, that'd be amazing. But anyway, that's all I think for this direct. For the rest of Smash, I think unlockable costumes is a thing. I've already seen a little bit of like evidence towards it. I think that that's going to be a thing. The spirits mode, which is probably spirits. I mean, they did the thing where they looked on the edge of the screen where they didn't fucking blur it correctly and it looks like spirits, so I'm going to just go with the safe assumption that it's spirits, and I'm going to call it spirits for the sake of easiness. Spirits, I think is going to not be a exact story mode, but it's still going to be a single player mode, I think. Like, I wouldn't... What I want spirits to be is like Subspace, like a big story thing, and just as ambitious, if not more than Subspace, with its fucking shitty, whack story. Because, like, I'm not playing a Smash story mode for an actually good story. I'm playing it because it's fucking silly and fun, and that's, like, kind of the appeal of Smash. At least on a casual level, it's silly and fun. And that's what I would want from a story mode, silly and fun. Like, hey, Marth is looking super serious while fighting Ridley with Kirby and the Inkling on his side, and they're taking it super serious. I want the characters in the world to take it super seriously. That's good shit. But anyway, that's what I think Spirits is gonna. Well, that's what I hope Spirits is gonna be, like a big story mode. I think it's more gonna be like an enhanced events mode, or like not really like an enhanced events mode. Like I think we go through like a single player mode, but it's like. You have like an overworld and you go to different places. Kind of like the Mario Tennis single player mode, in a sense. A bit like that. You just do like little scenarios. Sometimes you walk around a little area like in Subspace you would, and do stuff, and that's how you would unlock characters, like they said. Or is a way to unlock characters. That's what I think Spirits is going to be like. I think they are going to do the correct thing, or the correct thing, and actually make a fucking good online thing for competitive players. I think what Nintendo did wrong with Wii U is thinking their player base is casual or competitive, and that's it, no in between or anything. That's a big fucking mistake. There are a lot of people who want to play a For Glory like mode, like, hey, I want items off, I just want like normal stages, but they don't want to play competitive. They don't want to like go into a thing and get their fucking ass handed to them by like people who are competing at tournaments and stuff. A lot of people who are just enthusiasts about the game and want to be like, hey, I want to play kind of seriously, but not like bust your ass about it. Like, I don't know. I think that would be good to have a kind of For Glory like mode like that, and then a ranked thing. I think we really need a ranked thing for competitive to thrive more so, to be more approachable. This goes back to what I thought Ultimate was going to be in the beginning, which is approachably competitive. Which they didn't... That kind of went with a bit. Like, they had the... They're, like, making things like short hop attacking easier. And, like, that's cool and all. I think that's that's on the right direction to what I was assuming then. But yeah, I think if they really want to go through that, make an online ranked mode, so people who don't want to invest to go to tournaments can still feel like they're getting somewhere. Because For Glory, like, if someone isn't like well in the community, and they're like playing Smash, like, hey, I want to take this further. I want to be a competitive player and enter tournaments and win and all that kind of stuff. What are their options? They go, all right, For Glory, sure, that's the most competitive thing, and it's dumb. It's not. It's the most competitive in-game option, and it's fucking stupid for that kind of thing. It's like For Glory feels like a mode for everyone, which is fine, but that shouldn't be the most competitive thing in the game. Like, I think there needs to be a mode where people take it seriously. Like, sure, there are people who take For Glory seriously, but like, you don't really take For Glory seriously. I'm not really getting my point across very well, but I hope you kind of understand what I mean. I think a rank mode would be good. Rank mode, good. Yeah. Something that's actually I haven't played much of Street Fighter 5, but I think how they have ranked mode works well, especially the whole thing where you can just sit in training mode and have the thing searching, and then you'll get someone, and you'll be like, fuck, alright, there's someone, and you're practicing right before, and you're straight into a match, like, in and out. Not like fucking, Smash Wii U, which is like, hey, fight this CPU that if you hit it enough, another one appears. And it's like, cool, that's not good for practice at all. Like if you're trying to just be like, alright, you can just practice throw combos on a, like, CPU, that's fine. Oh, there's another one, now I'm not even going to get to practice my stuff, because another thing's like, fuck you, I'm attacking. No, I don't like what Smash Wii U did with that. Fuck you. And Sakurai and the team are doing a lot of really smart choices with this game, so I would be surprised if they dropped the ball now. But, so that's what I think they're going to talk about a bit tomorrow, with Smash in the Direct. The online stuff, because the online service, I think it's a great time to shoehorn it all in. Big package, send it to you, and then tasty for you. And I think Rex and Pyro, because they've been pushing Xenoblade Chronicles, and I think they should really get it, because, no, I don't fucking care about them personally, but I think they're cool designs, blah, 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 and you get my idea. Characters that I think are going to get in outside of this Direct. So, here's the thing. With at least Wii U, and to an extent Ultimate, you can't predict very well what they're going to do. If you try and have safe predictions, you'll be wrong most of the time. Because he's doing things that are crazy and wacky and insane, not the things that make the most sense. And I like that, because you can't predict it very well. It's kind of like, what the fuck? That happened? Okay. So I think coming up with safe predictions, like, oh, they're gonna put Skull Kid in because people want Skull Kid. Like, I could see it more in this one because he's being safer than usual. And sorry, I'm referring to as if Sakurai is the only person working on the game. The Smash team is generally making safer decisions than usual, which is fine, but I still think it's when you're making predictions, going for the safe stuff doesn't really get anywhere. I think you're better off hoping for something wacky and just giving your guess on what the wacky thing would be. So, that's what I'm going to do. I think actually with Echo characters, they're being really safe with, like, they're choosing pretty predictable ones. But, with newcomers, I think they're going kind of wacky. So, because I don't think they're going to add many more characters into Smash, I know, well, like, at least normal characters. Echoes, I think they have a decent amount. But, like, at the moment, we have had 4 newcomers. So, compared to other games where there have been, like, 15 and stuff, and they did say there weren't going to be many more, like, well, as they were going to be less than usual, I think 2 more is a safe bet. 2 more characters. And I think, well, sorry, 3 more characters, 2 more outside of Rex and Pyra. And I think those characters are going to be Sans and Goku. And I know they're kind of jokes, but I think I have fair reasoning for them. Outside of the both just fucking whack. Sans, Undertale's beginning popular in Japan if I recall correctly, and Sans is the face of Undertale, and Undertale is an indie game that kind of blew up fucking massively, and I think it's a good representative of the indie thing, and I was surprised that, and I would be surprised if they don't put an indie character in Smash, a little bit, because I feel like they've been trying to, like, do something insane and new with every new game with who they're adding, like, well, at least since Brawl was like they're adding, whoa, third-party characters, Snake and Sonic, woohoo. like Smash Wii U, it was like, holy fuck, how did Cloud and Bayonetta get in this game? Because Bayonetta's too sexy, and Cloud's Square Enix. I just remembered Sora. I think Sora is getting in if they can get. I think if they had the rights to get Sora in, they would put Sora in. So I think if they get the rights, they'll put Sora in. I think that's like. I don't care about Kingdom Hearts that much, but I would be kind of upset if Sora didn't get in just because of what Sora represents, I guess. But anyway, I think that for this one, I'd have been like, hey, we actually put an indie character in this game. We'd be like, whoa. And I guess that happened with Shovel Knight. We got the assist trophy, but with that same thing, I think Shovel Knight was kind of like one of the perfect opportunities for a fighter. I think, well, who else is there? And I thought, maybe it's Sans from Undertale. Because fuck you. It's Smash Bros. It's Sakurai. Squeaky chair, I know, it's fucking annoying. I have to deal with it. And Goku. I know people are like, it's not a video game character. Fuck you. That doesn't mean shit. There's no fucking rules for who gets in Smash. It's whoever they feel like. Every time they've made a bunch of set of rules, they'll be like, nah, broken it. Fuck you. Like, oh, they have to be a Nintendo character. Fuck you, Snake and Sonic. They're like, oh, they have to not be Cloud, and they can't be sexy. Fuck you, Cloud and Bayonetta. Oh, they're not gonna add veterans back. Got caught. Fuck you, Roy, and then the entire Smash cast in Ultimate. Well, Roy and Lucas, sorry. Like, yeah, it's. There's no rules for. Oh, they have to be video game. No, they don't. Rob's not a character. Rob's a toy. Well, no, he's not a digital character. He's a real fucking thing. So yeah, you don't. Rules fucking can suck my dick. So yeah, that's. I don't think the whole he's an anime character, not a video game character, can fuck off. Goku is very influential to pop culture, and especially in Japan because he's anime. He's big. I don't know what else to say. He's big, important. He's getting good on the Switch. That's decent. Also, I know I've mentioned a bit. I'm not, so I don't sound hypocritical. I'm not saying because a character has to have a game on the Switch or a modern Nintendo console for them to be in it. I'm just saying it fucking helps because that's the only reason Current got in, if I recall correctly. Because I mean, Cloud got in without Cloud and Ryu. Was Ryu being, no, Ryu was like on the Nintendo NES Mini. Cloud wasn't on Nintendo console if I recall correctly, at least not like fully. So like, yeah, I think if Cloud was like predominantly on Nintendo consoles, like if Final Fantasy VII had a remake and was on Nintendo consoles all the time, Cloud would have been in ages ago. He would have been like easy pick, but because he wasn't, it prevented him a bit, and then they still got past it, and then woohoo, Cloud's in the game. Fuck you. So I think Goku and Sans have decent genres. Goku more. Sans is a fucking very wacky pick, but I don't know. Wii Fit Trainer got in this game. So yeah. My only hope for Shulk getting in... Alfie and Alfino getting in Smash is they pull a Shulk. Because if I recall correctly, no one fucking knew Shulk beforehand. There was like a whole 7 people who were like, whoa! Shulk fucking got in! How the fuck? Yeah, there's a whole... What was Xenoblade... What were the sales for Xenoblade Chronicles? I can't find shit on it. Sold, okay, it actually had a lot of sales. I thought it just kind of fucking came out of nowhere. Okay, it sold well, but who the fuck who was like interested in Smash really knew about Knew about Shock. Knew about Shock. I lost my train of thought so bad then. Knew about Shock. No one fucking knew about Shock. Well, some people again, but like not many people. So I mean, 14's a good, well fucking selling game. Like, it's one of the best, like not best, most popular MMOs at the moment. Especially in Japan, where, you know, Nintendo's fucking based. So, like, I think if they were going to add an MMO character, it would be from 14. And if they were going to add a 14 character, I think there's a damn well decent chance that it could be Alfie and Alcei. And if you want further proof, I just moved on to pretending like I think Alfie's going to get smashed. He's fucking not. If you want further proof, Naoki Yoshida, I think that's how you pronounce his name, fucking... I think he's 14's director. He's big in it. He does important stuff. He said, if he was like to see a character added to Dissidia, another fighting game full of characters from various games, or Final Fantasy, fuck you, would be, one of them was Alfie. One of the three. So, I think this is really old. No, actually, 2017. That's not too old. So... in conclusion, Alfie's not fucking getting in, but if he does, I'll have a thing I'll do. I'll be really happy. Like, I'd be over the moon, you could say. Actually, for the sake of... if you only cared about that kind of shit, you can fuck off. I'm gonna go in and see if there would actually be any other potential characters outside of Alfie that could really... There's tons of them, but who would be more... Oh. That's a phone. I'm not cutting this. This is the lowest quality video possible. Oh, I didn't. It stopped. I was gonna get a good beat going. A beat going with that. Okay. Let's just wait for my thing to load properly. No, that was giving me fucking everyone's Final Fantasy characters. I wanted like fictional, something. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just gonna drop it here. But who is the important non-player characters? Okay, so there's Louis Swox, I think that's how you pronounce his name, and he's barely in 14. I don't think you even see him. You just kind of fucking, like, the stories of him, you see him in the thing, the cutscene at the beginning, but yeah, Alfie and Alcei's daddy boy, grandfather. There's Minfilia who could fuck off. Alfie and Alcei, who are the important. Y'shtola, who kind of represented the series in Dissidia. Should kind of be the only one I would really think. Because outside of... Because, like, I think that'd have to be characters that are important in A Realm Reborn to some extent if they were to promote it for new people. Because... also, for context, A Realm Reborn's the game at the moment without an expansion, so the main story if you go through it. If they put in someone like, I don't know, Emmerich, for example, you don't really see him until later on. Like, you don't see him until way later in the story. Comparatively with A Realm Reborn, which is like straight away. Whereas someone like Alfie, he's like the third person you see? Fourth person you ever see in the game outside of your own character. Your own character fifth. He's the fifth character you ever see in the game. There's your character, then you meet Heidelin, then you meet the weird Ascian you see and like you don't even say words to. And then you meet the guy who talks to you in your cart, and then you see Alfie and Alcei also in the cart, looking lonely and sad and ignoring you. You see them early, so I think maybe they're a decent chance. And other than that, like if we're going by Scions like Thancred, Lucé's like later stuff. Cryo also much later. Yeet and Papalimo weren't that relevant. Uranga, I think that's how you pronounce it, also not really relevant. Tartaru, not for Smash. Like it. Yeah, and I think their best bet would be for Alfie and LSA. Unless they just wanted to put a sting in and be like, fuck you, you can go through the Lancer quest line if you want to see him early. I don't know. Just looking through the characters, yeah, I can't really think of anyone else. So yeah, Alfie and LSA for Smash. Yeet.